Hey guys, Whitney here. Welcome back for another Wellness Wednesday. And today we're just kind of cozied up on the couch together because I'm going to share with you guys some of my absolute favorite personal development books. I want to share some with you so that maybe you can fill up your summer reading list. But I'm seriously looking for suggestions to fill up my summer reading list. So if you guys have any suggestions, please leave them in the comments so that I can, like I said, stockpile my summer reading list. The first one I want to share with you is my daily devotional book that I use. This is the Jesus Calling book by Sarah Young, and what I love about this book is you can use it year after year after year because you literally just go by the date. But it's really nice because you just follow it. They're really short. It lists the scripture at the bottom of the page, so then I open up my Bible, turn to the scripture. But this is the first one that at least I pick up every single morning, is this book. And there's also an app now where you can get this, so you can take it with you wherever you go, which I think is really, really cool. The rest are in no particular order. I'm just kind of grabbing them. But the second one I have here is Think and Grow Rich by Napoleon Hill. When I first read this, I could not put it down. And I'm actually really looking forward to reading it again. I just finished one, so I'm like, I think I'm gonna reread this one. And that's the really cool thing about, personal development is you can keep going back to it, right? And you get something different from it pretty much every single time. So I'm really looking forward to going through this again. But what I love is that there are like actionable things within this book of stop what you're doing, do this. And I just love that. There's a reason that over 15 million copies have been sold worldwide. Napoleon Hill's onto something in really, really special, really, really magical in this book. If you haven't read it, I highly, highly suggest it. If you haven't read this book, I highly suggest it, especially if you are an entrepreneur, business owner. These are some really powerful tools. The next one in here is the Miracle Morning book by Hal Elrod. Again, if you haven't read this one, pick it up. This will change your life. And it says, the not so obvious secret guaranteed to transform your life before 8 a.m. There are a ton of takeaways from this book, and Hal's story is really, really powerful. But it's it's a quick read. It's nice and tiny. You could get it done in a weekend. And then start off your Monday morning with an awesome, awesome morning routine. And I have something special that I want to kind of share with you guys about this coming up. So stay tuned for that. And this next book should not be a surprise. This is the Sleep Smarter book by Sean Stevenson. Holy cow. 21 essential strategies to sleep your way to a better body, better health, and bigger success. In the back of it, it includes a 14-day sleep plan, and again, it's really, really actionable. Like, there are things inside this book that you can stop what you're doing, implement them, and go do so that you have a better night's sleep. And I just think this is phenomenal. Now, before I share with you some of my fiction books that I am looking forward to reading, have started reading, I wanted to share some of the other ones. The first one is by Gretchen Rubin. It's the Better Than Before book, and it basically just says, what I learned about making and breaking habits to sleep more, quit sugar, procrastinate less, and generally build a happier life. Who doesn't doesn't want that? Like, who doesn't want those things? And so she wrote this book, and she is the author of the Happiness Project, if you're familiar with that. Again, another awesome book to read. But what I love about this book is she talks about like the habits, like why do we make these habits? Why do we continue to do them even though, you know, we know better? So she really goes deep into that and kind of helps you understand why you have them, how to get rid of them, and things that you could implement maybe in the future. But what I especially love about her is she came out with this Better Than Before day by day journal, which is literally you map out a week, and it's about changing your habits, changing your life. And each week you map out the things that you want to do. There's a tracker for all of the daily projects or goals that you have for yourself, and then you kind of go in at the end of the week and journal about it. Like, how did it go? What are some things that you wanted to do that maybe you didn't do? Or what are some things that, some challenges that you ran into? This journal is so cool. Okay, last two books I want to share with you are by the same author, Jen Sincero. She is the author of the shiny little yellow book, You Are a Badass, which that in itself, that would be the only one that I could read like every single month. It's funny, it's witty, but it like fires you up. It gets you excited to be a badass. Excuse my language, but to be awesome. And when I found out that she came out with a second book, You Are a Badass at Making Money, oh my gosh, as soon as I was made aware of it, I downloaded it, I listened to it in I think 3 days, and I plan on listening to it again. It was so good. And what I loved about it is there's a takeaway for everyone. Not just like if you're the person in charge of the business, not just if you are an entrepreneur, not just if you're the person that's like the sole provider. Anyone can get a takeaway from this book, in general, about making money. And I thought that that was so cool. She's awesome, and her books are such an easy read because she's so personable. Those are some of my personal development books that I've really been loving in the past few months or so that I wanted to share with you guys. But I do have some fiction books that I wanted to share with you, and it wasn't until I was collecting them together that I realized that they're both from Oprah's book club, which maybe that's something to say about like the style of fiction I like to read. I don't know. But the first one is the tried and true Poisonwood Bible. This is an old book. So old that you can order cassettes to listen to it. The story in this book is so captivating, and it makes you feel like you're just in this different world, and it is easy to get lost in this book on a hot summer day. But it's about a family that they are on a mission to the Belgian Congo, and it's like you're a part of the documentation of the Congo's fight for the independence from Belgium. So there's like some historical, but then you're getting the story from the father, the mother, the 3 daughters, and it's really interesting. Okay, so the last book I wanted to share with you guys is the story of Edgar Sawtelle. I believe that's how you say it. And it's about a man that was born mute, so he only speaks in sign, and he starts off living, I believe, at a farm in like remote northern Wisconsin, which I thought was super cool because we live right next door to Wisconsin. So I might be able to like connect a little bit to it, but not northern Wisconsin, but oh well. I thought it looked good. Again, it's another Oprah's book club book, so maybe I'll really enjoy it. I haven't read it yet, so I'll have to keep you guys posted. But yeah, those are some of the books that I've been reading over the last couple of months, both just personal development, and I like to throw a little bit of fiction in there just to give my brain a little bit of a break sometimes. I hope that you guys enjoyed my, like, a sneak peek into my little library of things that I've been spending my time indulging in lately. And I want to challenge you guys, if you've not ever picked up a like personal development or like self-help book, do it. Give it a try. It will challenge you, and I think that you will really, really enjoy it. If I had to give you two like completely different ones to choose from to start out with, I would either pick You Are a Badass or The Miracle Morning. Those two are really like neck and neck for me, but they're so different that I would say pick them both. You'll have them finished in just a few days or so, and I think that you'll really get a lot of insight from them. I enjoy the time that we get to spend together on our weekly videos, and I look forward to your comments about the books that you have been reading lately, so that I can fill up my summer reading list, and let me know which ones you're gonna put on your summer reading list. Until next week, where I've got a big surprise for you guys, let's make it an awesome, awesome week. Bye guys.